It's poker card number 3 here at Mangrove Marina in Tavernier. And this is a beautiful marina that a lot of people miss because it's tucked away behind the what else but mangroves. But if you want to find it, it's at mile marker 92 along U.S. Highway 1, and it's about channel marker 64 on the Intracoastal. We just kind of puttered in, and the girls were waiting for us as we handed off the poker cards. Here's Rick Johannek. We met him earlier on the dock at Gilbert's. Now here's Team Tiger Racing, came all the way from Texas to join us. And there's Jessica reaching out for that lucky card. Here's Larry Hill on his new Maximus 45 cigarette. Here's another cigarette, Tom Polsky from Connecticut, followed by Rick Rabb and his 38 Fountain. Mark Bullitt brought his 39 cigarette Top Gun. And there's Joe Amodio. Just a few more teams to go before we head back out into the Intracoastal waterways and head towards Marathon. Back out on Bay Waters and back up to speed here with Team Artemis as everyone put on the jackets here for this final leg as we head towards Marathon. Now we're with Tom Polsky. He's all the way from Connecticut in his 38-foot cigarette Top Gun, powered by Mercury Racing 525s. Here's another team from Texas, Britt Howerlich in his 42-foot cigarette Tiger called Tiger Racing Team. Love this boat, love the graphics. Another team from Texas, Warren Foreman in his big, awesome 46-foot skater cat called Team X-Rated. We were on board earlier with John Hines in Team Predator, this 39 outer limits. Now here's a nice aerial view. And the crew is finally arriving here at Ferro Blanca Resort and Yacht Club, a destination that we had been anticipating for several months as the resort has been closed for decades, just recently reopened with a brand new marina, and it is a full-service, elegant marina at that. Everyone was ecstatic when they pulled in to see all these empty slips, brand new finger piers, brand new docks, and there is the historic lighthouse in the background. One thing you will notice is there's still a crane in the background. That's because construction is ongoing. But the Ferro Blanca Resort gave us all of the slips we needed for our group, even the big 97-foot Hargrave that Bob Berg brought the program. There's a beautiful shot of the Lighthouse Grill, and that's where we hung out pretty much most of the weekend. We're live on the radio with Hobie here in Marathon, Florida. Powerboating in Paradise returns to the Florida Keys for the first episode for the 2015 series on Sun Sports with members of the Florida Powerboat Club, our first poker run of the year, and we are with Hobie, our host here on the radio. Hobie, we are having some fun.
We are so happy to have you guys, the Florida Powerboat Club, in the Florida Keys. You spend some money down here, you spread some good times, a lot of smiles going on. There's not a person in here that isn't happy to be here right now. You guys do a great job, and we will see you a lot more during the year here, and we'll have a lot more drinks and see a lot more boats and have a lot more fun. And that's going to wrap it up for me today. Keep it here. Go listen to something that sucks worse. Stu Jones, I'm going to give it back to you, baby.
With so many great experiences to share together, Marathon is the perfect place to keep your kids grounded and an even better place to watch them soar. Marathon in the Florida Keys.
Enjoy a weekend of high-performance fun as Florida Powerboat Club invites boaters, motorcycle riders, sports car owners, and recreational flyers to the Key West Air, Land, and Sea Poker Run, May 15th to the 17th. Depart from Miami and visit checkpoints along the way in Key Largo, Isla Mirada, and Marathon, with 2 days of fun in Key West. We plan the run, book the rooms, and show off all the toys at the Key West Poker Run Village. Join us for a weekend of horsepower in paradise. Call the event hotline now. Presented by the Florida Keys and Key West. Welcome back to Powerboating in Paradise TV. This is Stu Jones, and we are in Marathon for the Winter Poker Run to Marathon. I want to thank the Florida Keys and Marathon for their support on this great event. This event involved not just boats, but also motorcycles, custom cars, and even some classic cars, as several attendees joined us all the way from Miami down to Marathon. There's a good shot of all the boats in the water and our spectators who came for our entertainment today, which included Flyboard South Florida, put on a great show. This is Cooper, our stunt flyer. He went up to 30 to 35 feet in the air, put on a great show here right in the basin at the Ferro Blanca Resort and Yacht Club. Of course, then our model Brittany got a chance to do a little dance with Cooper as he was training her on how to use the flyboard. Looks like she's got it down pat, but it's time to try it on her own. A little shaky at first, a little bumpy, a little wobbly, but Brittany, she ruled. She actually got the flyboard mastered, got up to about 10 feet in the air, and put on a show for our spectators who came from all over the Florida Keys to join us here in Marathon. Well, it's time to fly here Saturday as we got a helicopter out of the Marathon Airport. That's Ryan in the front seat. The weather was a little iffy, so we didn't get all of the boats to get out for a ride because there were storms threatening coming out of the southwest, but those of us who really wanted to get pictures of the boats and get out for a fun run, away we went. And I got a chance to jump on board with Mark Fisher on the Boats Direct USA 39-foot contender, powered by triple Yamaha 350 V8s. And this is one solid ride. Obviously a boat that we all have heard and seen many, many times. A South Florida builder out of South Miami. And we enjoyed the ride with Mark and Eileen Fisher. Let's catch up with a few of the other teams. This is Mike Sands and Mike Jr. from Miami in their 39-foot cigarette topfish. They were kind enough to take some of our aircraft entries. Jim and Lim Archibald came in from Georgia, and they were invited to ride along. Now here's Rick and Ellen Rabb. It's their first event with the Florida Powerboat Club this year in this 38-foot fountain sport boat. It's an executioner. Rick is a big-time motorsports enthusiast. I got a chance to know him a little better on this run, and he told me about some of the cool stuff he does in all forms of motorsports. What a beautiful color on this 38-foot executioner. He seems to have the throttles pushed pretty hard. He says, let's go. I came here for a good ride, and that's what we're here to do. It was just a short ride today to our lunch destination, the Island Fish Company in Marathon. It has great seafood, but it's one of the few places in the Florida Keys where we can land our helicopter. We're back with this landmark Faro Blanco Lighthouse as we return to the resort for our Saturday evening festivities. It's all about the poker run and the big game tonight, as all of these teams are going to play off in a game of chance to win the great prizes. Remember, we have 3 classes altogether. We have air and land and also sea, and we've got a lot of new teams joining us this weekend here from all over the country. A lot of smiling faces as they get their team pictures taken and get ready for a festive evening that is hosted by the Hyatt Place in their private ballroom.
To come to Florida and enjoy the outdoor adventure of offshore powerboating and break bread and be with friends and make friends. And that's what I would like to celebrate and toast to. Cheers.
The evening was filled with all kinds of awards, including People's Choice Awards, and of course, top 3 categories in air, land, and sea all took home prizes. Congratulations to Chris Ribeiro from Texas for winning the C class. Of course, that is cause for celebration. It's time to head for the Lighthouse Grill. Sunday morning, beautiful blue skies as we bid farewell to our participants who have traveled thousands of miles to join us here in Marathon. Thanks to the Faro Blanco Resort and Yacht Club staff for rolling up the red carpet. Let's say goodbye, but we'll be back in the Florida Keys in another month. Our next episode of Powerboating in Paradise TV will feature the Miami Boat Show Poker Run from Miami to Isla Morada. What a fantastic weekend we had at the Postcard Inn. Almost 90 teams joined us from all over the country for this 20th annual celebration. So please watch our next episode of Powerboating in Paradise TV. Meanwhile, check us out at flpowerboat.com. This is Stu Jones. Thanks for watching, and we hope that you can join us for our next episode of Powerboating in Paradise TV.